kapangyarihan yung kanilang state para maggawa din ng sarili nilang mga batas. Hindi po ako nakikipagdebate sa inyo, ma'am. Ako po ay tagahanga po ninyo. Presentation. Maraming salamat po, ma'am. Sa madaling usapan po, hindi nyo po sinusuportahan. Kahit ito pong sinasabi ng Kongreso din na unless otherwise provided by law. Well, definitely po. Apo.
You know, so it's not necessary. So you
Opo.
want to put it, and then you'll say, you give the power to Congress. And I'm saying, let's face it. Wow, everybody who wants to enter will be bribing, corrupting. That's what I meant when I said the rent-seeking activities might increase. You may not agree with me because maybe you are not participating in rent-seeking activities. But let's face it, that is the reputation. That's how it is. And even just sa mining na lang eh. You know, just investors. I'm saying that this move, hindi ho necessary yan. But the investment climate is really bad in the Philippines. But it is not because of that restriction. It is because your infrastructure, you have corruption, you have weak institutions, you have government. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Why do it? I don't understand. And if you do it and then you say, leave it to Congress, look what happened when we were trying to pass the excise taxes on cigarettes. It took 14 years, I think, something like that. I don't remember anyway. But there was so much lobbying and there was so much envelopmental whatever that was going on. You think that it's not going to happen with the big mines coming in, with the Chinese coming in, etc. And you're going to expose your institution to that kind of pressure? Please. I mean, that's where I'm coming from. The costs of amending that when it is not necessary are so much greater than you think that, it's not just a simple thing. Unless otherwise provided by law, okay na yan.
Bakit po kaya, ma'am, yan ang gustong hakbang ng hindi lang ng Kongreso, kundi ng Senado? Yan po. Bakit po kaya nila itinutulak yan? Hindi po kaya, hindi
Since
po kaya,
2002.
hindi po kaya,
1998.
kung kailanman po, hindi po kaya din natatagalan na sila for 34 years na nandoon po yung provision na yon, para sa kanila.
Well, I am saying that the studies show that it is not. They don't look at the studies. They don't, you have a PIDS, Philippine Institute for Development Studies. You've got a whole, you've got a whole literature all over the place. Pero hindi, sabi niya, foreign direct investment, okay na okay. Hindi ganun eh. Everybody realizes that, foreign direct investment is not all good. And, you want to make sure that, you get the right foreign. It's not only the quantity that's important, it's the quality of foreign direct investment. But unfortunately, in the Philippines, we neither have quantity nor quality.
Sa 34 years, kasi parang 1987 Constitution, 34 years, kami po, lalong-lalo na po si kasamang Senator Coco Pimentel at kasama din po ang iba namin mga kasama sa PDP Laban at pati po si kanina si Secretary Clarita Carlos. Yung pong aming opinion ay nagkakasundo doon sa opinion po ng studies po ninyo na may kinalaman po din lahat yan sa korupsyon. Kasi hindi po pwedeng wala yung korupsyon eh. Opo, lahat po may infrastructure, lahat. Opo, nandun po lahat eh. Kaya po ang aming mungkahi, kung aamendahan lang ang isang probisyon sa konstitusyon, ay hindi sapat ito. Ang amin pong nilalakad at ang amin pong sinusulong talaga ay revision. Revision. Apo.
Respect your opinion, Senator Padilla.
Opo,
But I
opo.
stand by my opinion that it is neither necessary nor sufficient.
Opo. Pati po sa revision ay hindi po kayo...
Yes, why? I mean, is it necessary to change a constitution because it's 30 years old? I mean, the United States Constitution is over 200 years old.
Pero
It's
sinabi
27
po-
amendments.
Opo.
Now you're wanting to.
Kasi po ang Amerika naman po ay sila ay presidential form pero federal sila. Nagkakaroon po ng kapangyarihan yung kanilang state para maggawa din ng sarili nilang mga batas. Hindi po ako nakikipagdebate sa inyo, mama. Ako po ay tagahanga po ninyo. Iminumungkahi lang po namin din.
Yeah.
Ako sa katotohanan po sa inyo pong pagpapaliwanag, nagkaroon nga din po ako ng kamulatan patungkol dito sa FDI Act, RTLA Act, pati dito sa Public Utility Act, na siguro nga sana wag ngang kontrahin ng Supreme Court maging epektibo ito sa ngayon na hindi pa po natin na isusulong pa itong revision ang ano ko lamang po kasi para sa akin ibinigay na po natin ang 34 years sa ating mga local investors. Tiwala lahat, sige kaya nyo yan, pero pag tinignan, sabi nga po nung bisita po namin ang legend na si Attorney Christian Munsod, siya din po nagsabi nung 2010, sabi niya hanggang 2016 ang taas ng labor activity o productivity ang taas, sabi niya. Ang malungkot lang hindi umabot sa baba. Kumbaga, ang nangyari, ang kumita lang, ito lang mga investor, pero yung ating mga laborers and employees, hindi nagbago yung kanilang mga sweldo. Sabi nga po ng ating kagalang-galang na senador, kasi hindi tayo nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na yung mga nasa malalayong lugar, nagkaroon sila kumbaga ng say. Kumbaga, ang nagdidesisyon lang yung nandito sa central power, hindi umaabot tuloy. Kumbaga, ang naririnig lang natin palagi kung sino lang ang pinakamalapit doon sa central government. Yun po yung ang napakaganda po ng mga sinabi ni Attorney Christian Munsod. Actually, yun po yung nagtatak sa akin na bakit nga kaya ganun? Bakit nga kaya dito yung sinasabi natin na pag nagkakaroon ng pag-ulad, umuulad lang, yung mayaman na. yung mga mahirap, lagi silang naiiwan. Pagkas ganun po kasi ang usapan, pag tinransmit mo siya ng mas malaki, ganun din sa bansa, sa mga lugar natin. Ang nagkakaroon lang ng pagkakataon, itong central power lang. Kung sino lang yung malalapit sa Manila, sila lang yung nababalatuan ng pag-unlad. Pero pagdating dun sa malalayong lugar, kung sino pa yung mahihirap, sila lang ang namamalimos. Yun lang po yung nakikita namin. May gusto po kayong sabihin na Senator? Opo.
Yun yung mga scenarios nga na hinahanapan nga natin ng mas mabilis na solusyon sana. Kaya nga we're looking for, ako ma'am kasi, I believe that governance is an experiment, an ongoing experiment. We should be willing to adjust. So if it needs amending something as sacred as the Constitution, anyway, there's an article there allowing its amendment and revision. Kaya nga, that's why even the framers know that, nothing is really fixed. Governance is an experiment. That's why I have an open mind. Open mind lang. But, ito lang dadagdag ko. As a party man myself, medyo mag-digress tayo. Nakakatawa to dahil si Senator, our chairman mentioned is PDP Laban. I'm also PDP Laban. Yeah, but we do not meet. We do not meet with each other because we have an ongoing fight over the party. Yes, different factions. So, but as a party man myself, I should say that the PDP Laban's cause, since I've been a member since the 1980s, 40 years na po ako dyan, hindi talaga sa economic provisions nakatingin kami. Nakatingin kami actually sa political, structural change in the Constitution. So sa amin, there's really no escaping revision of the Constitution. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, use the mic. Ma'am, use the mic.
All I'm saying, you can revise the Constitution. All I'm saying is, if the purpose of the revision of that Constitution is to attract foreign investment, it's not going to happen. It's not sufficient, you see, no matter what. The thing is, you have to be attractive. And you're not attractive. Actually, senators, we're not even attractive to local investors because there is so much outgoing foreign direct investment. Our investors, our Filipinos, are sending money abroad to build plants, etc. China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, I don't know where they're going, Indonesia. Sometimes the inflows of direct foreign investment from abroad are less than the outflows from our people. So if we cannot even attract our domestic investors to the Philippines, how do you expect the foreigners to come in? I don't understand where you're coming from. I really don't. If you're asking me, it will bring in foreign direct investment. Never. You have to do the other things first.
Okay po.
Tama po yung Mr. Chairman. So yung sagot nga, klaro ang sagot ni Professor Monsod sa tanong. Will changing the Constitution, especially the so-called economic provisions, bring in FDI? Sagot categorically no. Okay. But the party is not worried because that has not been our intention from the very start. Hindi yun eh. That is not. Our intention is structure. We are looking, because governance is an experiment, we should be open-minded and be willing to change the Constitution, to look for a structure of government which will bring efficiency in government. Yung decision-making process is shortened. The decision-maker is closer to the source of the problem and the people so that they will immediately feel the benefits of government's actions and decisions. So, in effect, nakatingin tayo, to really shorten this, nakatingin tayo sa the quality of life, the standard of living of the Filipino. Yun ang hinahanap natin. What will improve that? What is that? So, ang sagot ng partido for 40 years, federal form. Just a reminder to the newly elected EVP of the other faction in the party.
Except Senator Pimentel.
We are still one, my brother. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sorry po.
No, your father was the father of the local government code. That local government code gives so much power to the barangays, and that power has never been used. The barangay is parliamentary system where every citizen is a member. That's the closest thing to the basic democracy. And it hasn't, it's there. It's not been implemented. The local government the local government department, says you have to meet and then gives them the agenda. That's not how it's supposed to to be done. That's the local governments. They're the people. You can practice parliamentary democracy there. They're the people can actually say you can go out or change your laws or change the barangay, whatever it is. Ang ganda-ganda ng barangay, hindi ginagamit. Tapos gusto nyong palitan ang Pilipinas sa parliamentary na hindi nyo pa ina-examine kung paano nangyari na a parliamentary system at the barangay level has not worked. You have to build up. And this local government code has been enacted, I think in 1992, 1991. Ang ganda-ganda. And plus with the Mandanas resolution, you really have autonomy. But never has anybody is it the Philippine, what did you say? You Philippinize it or whatever. Whatever has happened, I think that's why I'm